Hey, hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about the AWS EBS volume. But before that, we need to discuss some little about the EC2 instance because we are going to attach that EBS volume to our EC2 instance. So before to know that what is the EBS volume, where we can attach, so we have a little background about the EC2 instance. Okay, so let's get started with the EC2 instance, and after the volume, how we can attach the EBS volume, type of the EBS volume. Okay, so if you come to the EC2, then the first question in your mind, what is the EC2? Okay, what is EC2? Why it is called EC2? And EC2 is called Elastic Cloud Compute. So E for elastic, and C2, that is a cloud compute. I mean a compute and cloud. So I know you know about the what is the meaning of compute. Okay, why it is called EC2. So elastic, that means we can easily scale up and scale down our machines. Our machine, that means our instances. Okay, we can easily scale up and scale down our machines as per our requirement because AWS works on pay as you go model. Which model? There is a question on which model AWS works. So you can ask, you can tell them pay as you go. Okay, it's a one word question. Pay as you go model, pay as you go model. AWS work on pay as you go on model. Okay, so EC2 offers the broadest and deepest compute platform. Platform, that means it provide everything, that is the processor, storage, networking, and the operating system as well. Okay, purchase small to help you the best match needs your workload. That means you can customize customize your machine as per your requirement. CPU, memory, processor, everything you can customize. Okay, so there is some features of the AWS. Uh, in last, keep in mind how AWS work. So you can just say it works on pay as you go model. Okay, compute, that means you can launch your virtual machine, that is your VMs, that is your machines customized way as per your requirement. That is how much CPU required, how much memory you required, what networking requirements, subnet, everything. Flexible, why is called flexible? Why the EC2 have the flexible features? Because it supported both, which both Linux and Windows machine, and also the custom AMIs. What is the AMIs? AMI, Amazon Machine Image, that we are using to create any EC2 instance, that for the Linux or the Windows OS. Scalability, we can easily scale up and scale down as per our requirement. I mean as per our demand. If we need 8 GB, then we can. If we need 100 GB, then we can scale up because it works on pay as you go on model. Okay, there's different pricing model. It depends upon your demand, that you are going to create what type of the machines, and what type of the storage you are going to use at the background. Okay, so there's on demand, reverse support, and saving plans. There are saving plans. If you go and you can check about the saving plans as well. Security, there is no concern of the security because integrated IAM, security groups, key pairs, everything. Okay, so that's the part of the EC2. Let's jump to the okay, where I'm saying east one. Okay, talking about the reason, then reason is 1A. Why it is called 1A? Because if you are going to create your EBS volume, let's an example created EBS volume, and if you have the EC2 instance, one is east 1A, and let's an example EC2, this is the EC1, EC2 1, let's say is 1 and it's 2. This is in region East 1 E1, and this is an East 2B, something different. Okay, and if you create a AWS volume A, and this A, and you need to, and when you create this EBS volume and you provided the availability zone, that is the AZ zone, East 1 at the time of creation of the EBS volume, East 1, okay, and you try to attach this EBS volume to this EC2, that is the, I mean the EC2 2, then you cannot able to attach these EBS volumes to this East 1, sorry, East 2B, because when you are creating this EBS volume in East 1, and sorry, when you are creating this EBS volume and provide the AZ, that is the availability zone, okay, and this availability zone you provide the East 1A, and and now at the time of attaching, you are attaching this volume with the EC2 which are in the US East 2B, availability zone is 2B, then you cannot attach. Why you cannot attach? Because there's the availability zone is different, you're not able to attach this EBS volume to the different availability zone EC2. So there is a key point: whenever you create a EBS volume, then always matches the EC2 availability zone, that is the, sorry, EC2 easy, then easily you can attach that EBS volume to the particular EC2. I hope you got my point. If not, then please comment in the comment box. We need another session on the EBS volumes. I mean, on attaching, how we can attach the EBS volume. Okay, so let's focus on this one. Here the EC2 in US East 1A and all the EBS volume. Uh, let's an example this one and this one. All, and these are attached to the one EC2. This is EC2 1 and this is EC2 2. Okay, got it? Okay, let's jump to the next one. So the next question in our mind when we are creating the EBS volume, then what type of the volume we can select, volume size, maximum IOPS. There's some interview questions. Okay, so generally we have the GP3, GP2, IO2, IO1. So in many organization, the EBS volume, the preferable EBS volume is GP3 because of the cost. You can assign 1 GB to 64 terabyte, and for GP2 you can assign 1 GB to 16 terabyte, and IO2 there's a different 4 GB to 64, 4 GB to 16. So there is a key point, and sometimes in the certification they ask what is the minimum volume size we can assign for the IO2 or the IO1. So we know that that's the 4 GB. Okay, and sometimes they ask what is the maximum volume size we can assign to ZP3. There is a 64 GB. So different volumes types have a different volume size as well. The maximum IOs we can assign, Okay, like 80,000 CB, 64 KB per dot KB, 16,000, 2,56,000, 64,000. Okay, so there's a different volumes and they have the different features, and you can use as per your requirements. Okay, okay, you can create as per your requirement. So in many organizations we are using the GP3 because as per the cost, they are high cost. IO2 you can search and ping me to me that they are the highly costable. Okay, so there is a next question arises. Next question, what is the next question? I'm touching this part, that is the multi-easy. You know the multi-easy, multi-attach support. So if you're going to discuss, if anyone asks to you that the GP3 or GP2, you can attach or this is the multi-attach support or not, then you can say that simply no, it's not supported to the multi-easy. Okay. In some scenario, I also faced the requester asked me that we have a EBS volume in east one and we need to attach in different region. Okay, so it is possible or not? So we do some troubleshooting, but and after that this thing, we are saying that this is that's not possible. Okay, if we're talking about the IO2 and IO1, this is the supported. This will support, but this is very high. I mean very high in the sense very high cost. Okay, let's jump to the next one and the last one for the SSD, that is the not high, hard disk drive, hard disk drive. Okay, the ST1 and SC1. So you most probably you can see this one, that is ST1. We really this use this volume, and this is also not supported the multi maximum IOPS volume size. We can assign from 125 to 16 terabyte and 125 to 16 terabyte. You can search, this is not commonly used, rare of the rest. We are going to use this one because of the cost, because of the cost perspective. Okay, so this is one question: how much cost for the ST1 if you're going to assign 125 GB? Question comment. Okay, thanks for watching. I will update more on EBS volume. Once again, thanks for watching and goodbye.